Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Heroes of the Week, which is a show about football that I record here on this YouTube channel, usually with Nrup. However, today I'm doing it just by myself. I'm alone because Nrup doesn't feel very well. He seems to be a bit under the weather. So that means I'm alone, but I hope you don't mind. Please feel free to give me your teams, heroes, villains, and takeaways of the week. Let's get started, shall we? The first segment, as always, is called Team of the Week. And if I'm honest, there are a few teams that would deserve this title or this, let's say, trophy. It could be Tottenham for winning Europa League, beating Manchester United and getting a trophy, their first trophy since 2008. It has been a trophy drought for a long time, but they did it in the end. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I can't say I'm completely unhappy because there is a Czech player playing for Tottenham called Antonín Kinský. So at least he will be in the Champions League next season. But the way they have been playing in the league, Tottenham, has been absolutely awful. I did record an episode of the Footgrish podcast about this with my friend David. Actually, this one was recorded live in his flat. So I think it's pretty cool. You will find it on this channel. So if you're interested in his take, he's a Tottenham fan, on how the season went and how he celebrated this victory, then why don't you tune in for that episode? And but I'm not gonna give Team of the Week to Tottenham. I would not do that on this show, would I? No, I don't think I would. Nrup wouldn't do that either, I'm pretty sure. I could give it to Sunderland, the championship team who won their playoffs against Sheffield United in a dramatic fashion, scoring a late winner and through Watson. I think his name was Watson. And this ensured Sunderland fans can look forward to basically a great rivalry against the great rivalry against Newcastle next season. Sunderland's return to the Premier League will be a big talking point because obviously there's a famous is it series? I think series Sunderland Till I Die, or is it a film? I can't remember. But basically, they are coming back to the Premier League. The last time they got relegated was in 2017. Then they had a really dark period that including even a 4-season spell in the third tier football of England. So I think this is great news. I would rather have Sunderland in the league than Sheffield United, if I'm honest, because it's a new name, right? It hasn't been there for a while. But again, I'm not gonna give it to Sunderland because my team of the week, ladies and gentlemen, will be Napoli. Yes, that's right. The Italian team Napoli, who managed to win the Serie A, and I believe it's their fourth Serie A title in their history. And it's Inter Milan that fell short this time. And it was quite a dramatic end of the season in Serie A. We didn't know until the last moment, until the very last game, who was going to win it. And I think this win is something that Juventus fans will really be happy about because, as we know, they don't like Inter Milan fans, or this club. So it's going to be Napoli for winning the title, and I think they beat 2-0. They beat 2-0. I can't remember which team it was. Somebody help me here. I can't remember, but Cagliari. Okay, Cagliari. I've just found it. And their goal scorers in that game were Scott McTominay. Spoiler alert, I'm going to mention this guy soon. And Romeo Lukaku, of all people. Yeah, so a great win. And I'm pretty sure that Diego Armando Maradona, who is currently in the heaven, in heaven is watching, and he's very proud of this victory, obviously, because that was his former club, Napoli, wasn't it? And I think the stadium in Napoli is named after him as well. So yeah, it's going to be Napoli, the Italian club, my team of the week. Let's move on to the hero of the week, shall we? And the hero of the week could be Maciejowski. Jakub Maciejowski, the Czech ex-international who played football for a very long time. I think this season he scored. Is his name Jakub Maciejowski? I think so, right? Let me check, guys. I can't remember his first name now. Marek Maciejowski. I knew there was something wrong about this name. Marek Maciejowski, okay, is a central midfielder who used to play for Sparta Prague, but also Reading in England. He scored a fantastic goal for them. If you can Google it, do that. And he was a Czech international. He scored one memorable goal against Germany, I think, in one qualifier. And he has played until the age of either 42 or even 43. I can't remember. It's basically kind of my age. And what a fantastic player he was. And we miss these kind of players in the Czech league. He scored a goal, I believe, this season, and this made him the oldest goal scorer in the Czech league as well. Until I think there was one more player who scored after him, something like that. Anyway, he retired, and he could be my hero of the week, just to sort of commemorate him, just to pay respect, pay tribute to this fantastic player. But no, I'm going to give it to Scott McTominay, the Scottish midfielder who used to play for Manchester United for a very, very, very long time, until he made the best decision of his life and chose to join Napoli and won the Serie A title with them, and also scored the winning goal with a scissor kick, with a bicycle kick, which was absolutely brilliant. What a player, what a moment for this player. And as far as I know, he was named the player of the season. I think something like that. I heard it somewhere. Please check this. It's not a confirmed it's not a confirmed fact, but I heard it somewhere that they really rate Scott McTominay very highly in Serie A in Italy. The journalists do. So I think he won something like that. Okay, Scott McTominay it is. And then we have our villain of the week. Villain of the week is, of course, none other than Noop, for not joining me today. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. If you're watching this, Noop, I know you're coming down with something, right? You don't feel very well. And I'm joking, of course. My villain of the week is going to be, it could be Martinez for getting a red card from Aston Villa. Aston Villa didn't make it in the end. They were also a little bit harmed by the referee, to be honest with you. But no, it's not going to be the keeper Martinez, who is, by the way, linked with Barcelona, I heard. No, it's not going to be him. It will be another goalkeeper, because I like to pick goalkeepers as villains, right? Don't I? Yes, it's going to be Antonín Kinský. And why? Well, because he won. Did he, though? He wasn't basically in the. He wasn't registered for Europa League, even though he's a Tottenham player. Tottenham have just won the Europa League, right? He wasn't registered, yet he got the medal. He got the medal. How can you get a medal if you're not registered to play in Europa League? I don't get it. They made a mistake. And then the most hilarious moment came at the end, you know, when they were like putting the medals over their head. No, the most hilarious moment was when the captain Son didn't get one because there were none left. Yes, you can listen about this on the Footglitch podcast as well, because we talk about it with David. And Antonin Kinski shouldn't have even taken it. So I don't know, like, was this a UEFA mistake? Was this Tottenham's mistake? Or what happened there? Right? That makes no sense. But I think Kinski shouldn't have got that medal if he wasn't in the squad, right? If he wasn't even like part of the team for Europa League. I hope, though, he will be part of the team for the Champions League next season. I mean, what a great opportunity. So Kinski is my villain of the week, and that we will leave it at that. Let's move on to the next segment, which is called, of course, Takeaway of the Week. A few contenders. Again, could be that referee. He made a blunder because basically, thanks to him, Aston Villa will not be in the Champions League next season, because there was a goal. They scored a goal, but it was disallowed because of a foul on goalkeeper. But the problem is, it maybe it wasn't a foul, and VAR could have checked it, but the referee didn't allow VAR to check it, because he blew the bloody whistle way before the goal was even scored. So unfortunately, this is what happened. Referee made the wrong call there. I could give the takeaway of the week to Florian Wirtz, who seems to be going to Liverpool. That would be a fantastic signing for Liverpool. What a great player this German is. I think that could well be a takeaway of the week. But no, I'm going to give the takeaway of the week to Sparta Prague, who managed to secure a 1-1 draw against Olomouc at home and clinched the Conference League spot for next season. They do have to win about 2 or 3 qualifiers, though, in which they will be seeded. But what an embarrassing end to the season. From their last 5 games, they only got 1 point. Jablonec almost got the Conference League instead, but in the end, Chazim Lachi, the Sparta midfielder, scored a nice goal into top corner, and Sparta made it just about. They need a new coach. They need a rebuild. They are in disarray. They are in turmoil, this club. On the other hand, Slavia Prague, the other Czech giant, they are flying because they have won the title, and everybody is getting ready for the Champions League. And it promises a really good watch for all Czech football fans, and especially Slavia fans. All right, so let's move on to the very last segment, which is called Vocabulary of the Week. Let's do this. Where are we? Here we are. All right, let's keep it simple. Vocabulary of the week will be to feel under the weather. I said Nurup is not feeling very well. He feels under the weather. If you feel under the weather, it means you're not feeling very well. You are perhaps coming down with something, which is the phrasal verb I also used in this episode. If you're coming down with something, it means that you feel like you might be getting ill, right? It's that moment before you really fall ill. It's that maybe day before. It's unpleasant feeling because you can't revert it. You can't do anything about it. So, Nurup, I wish you a speedy recovery, and I hope you're here in no time, because we will need you. I think we're going to do one more Heroes of the Week. I don't know if it's next week. When is the Champions League final? We should do one after the Champions League final. Is it next weekend? If not, if it's the weekend after, then we will wait for that. And that will be the final Heroes of the Week of the season. Then we shall take a break. Yeah, because there won't be as much to talk about. And yeah, that's that. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching Heroes of the Week. It was just me today. I hope you didn't mind. I hope we made it work despite these inconveniences. And I do see one comment here. It's from Gianluca, our frequent commenter. an Italian guy who says we suspend the season judgment for Inter Milan until the Champions League final. Obviously, yeah, that's true. That's a big game for Inter Milan. If they win it, then I think they won't be too unhappy about letting Napoli win the Italian title. Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. And the Champions League, Gianluca says is on the 31st of May, which will be this weekend. I think that's correct. This Saturday, which means next week we will do the final Heroes of the Week show. So yeah, should I have a speech about thanking you for being great viewers and for always showing up? No, I think we can do it next week. But we have Noop for that. He's very good at that as well. I'm not. So yeah, just don't forget if you want to support this channel and this show in particular, because you never know with me. I might start doing something else at some point, there's a lot of ideas in my head, but currently I think this is a good format because it's my opportunity to catch up with my friend Noop and discuss football in this simple format. It's pretty simple, right? Easy concept, and it's pretty quick as well. So I like that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we will speak to each other soon. Okay, bye guys. Take care. Cheers.